Hello and welcome back to my channel. So the claim of this video is we're going to reveal the truth about the planets Hermes, Apollo, Aquatania and Cygnii in the Flash Gordon TV series. Saying we're revealing the truth is perhaps a little bit rich because you've only got to watch the videos to realize something's going on, but you have to see more than one to make the comparison to see what they've been doing. So starting with Death in the Negative, which I recently colorized, and you can see the whole video here in the link. At the beginning, it introduces the planet of Cygnii, ruled by the terrible queen, and it is a desolate, neglected planet.
And this is Cygnii. Cygnii, poor relative of the planets, stricken with poverty, producing nothing. Her elements dissipated by a wasteful people for thousands of years. A bitter planet, ruled by a bitter queen.
Okay, now let's compare that to another one that I've just colorized, and again you can see it in the link here, the Water World Menace. So it's probably immediately apparent to you that it's the same planet, even though it's in a completely different part of the galaxy.
This is the planet Aquatania, a dying world, slowly being strangled by a strange force that is drawing off the life-sustaining oxygen of its atmosphere.
So what's occurring? Well, the series was made on a very, very low budget in very short time, 3 days per episode and 2 days towards the end. So they cut a lot of corners, and they have form with this kind of thing, as you can see later on, and it's quite fun to look out for it. It took me a while to spot it. Maybe you spotted it straight away, that it's the same constellations in the background. It's the same positions of the stars, even though it's supposed to be a completely different planet in a different part of the galaxy. So it's even more fun there. Right, so I colorized these with DeOldify, which is an AI program. And whenever DeOldify sees a rocky planet, it assumes it's something like Mars and makes it an orangey color. So I thought the least we can do is enhance them and make them look as they're supposed to look and make them look different to each other. So here's the original frame, which we took this from. Quite poor, as you can see. And the colorizing doesn't really improve it that much. So I used a range of filters in GIMP. I used so many, I can't even remember which ones I used. There was emboss in there somewhere and mapping of some kind. I can't even remember, to be honest with you. And it came up with quite a nice result, which does show the kind of relief on the surface and is sharper. As always, the problem with these videos is that they're taken from very compressed sources. So when you look close up, you've got that problem with pixelation, but that can be addressed as well, or ameliorated to an extent, using interpolation. There we are in GIMP. Just resize the image. It makes it slightly fuzzy like that, but then you can apply sharpening again. And I used Topaz Sharpener, my new piece of software, and it did a nice job on that. The only thing left to say is that it's supposed to be a desolate planet where nothing grows, desert-like. So I adjusted the color to make it look a little bit more bleak. And there it is. On to Aquatania now, which, as you will see from the clip, is not orange and brown at all. Here's the surface. So that's the underwater people coming out onto the land with a plan to destroy the land people. So lovely and green on the land and lots of water surrounding it. So going back to the colorized and enhanced resized version, and then applying some more filters to produce a green surface with blue water. That's come out rather well, I think. So there you have it. Probably the best image we will have of the planet of Aquatania for some time to come. Certainly an improvement on the original. And then I've repaired the background, got rid of the background and put new stars in the same position. And that's much improved, I think. Right, I mentioned that the Flash Gordon series has form in doing this kind of thing. What they do next is even worse. As well as using one model for 2 planets, Apollo and Hermes, well, you'll see what they do here.
Apollo, the granary of the galaxy. Hermes, source of metals and minerals.
Yeah, they used a model of the Earth, 2 different angles, hoping we wouldn't notice. Oh, shameless, shameless. Well, I thought the least I could do was enhance them. Anyway, there's the original still from Apollo. Colorized, a little bit of repairs done in GIMP again to balance out the light, the tonal range. And there is Topaz again. I like that, it's done a good job on that. Very nicely sharpened. Just 1 click. And Hermes. Very nice. Again, just colorized it, did a bit of playing around. There's the original. And that's what Topaz Sharpener does. Very impressive indeed. Of course, it's not real in the sense that you can't recover detail that's been genuinely lost, but the algorithms in interpolating and interpreting and making its best guess is really very sophisticated on this. So it's done a very good job. And it's surprising when you look close up how much, when you see something in the enhanced one, there is something in there in the original that it's taken from. It's not just invented something from scratch, but it has filled in a lot of detail and guesswork along the way. There we are, the 4 planets of Hermes, Apollo, Aquatania, and Cygnii. There are other examples in the Flash Gordon 54 series of this kind of thing, so I'll be doing more of this in the future. Thanks for watching.